To see, the Bible disrespected that way was a little unfortunate.
He loves attention. That's why I believe he probably did it himself.
They threaten us on a regular basis, and Satanists and people that claim to be witches and warlocks,
Satan!
satanic Bibles in our church. And so I don't know if it was some type of retaliation.
Should I call the sheriff's office and be like, "Have you looked into Greg Locke?"
For narcotics, press 3.
I love some
To
narcotics.
dial a detective directly.
Hi, you've reached Misty Christensen. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey Misty, my name is JustinFREAKIN, and I was calling in regards to the Bible burning out in front of Pastor Greg Locke's church. Have you guys looked into Greg Locke? I would put money that attention whore actually burnt those Bibles in front of his own church. That is the most logical conclusion. Now, can you transfer me to the narcotics department? I would like to place an order.
A Bible burning on Easter Sunday could turn into a hate crime investigation. Someone burned a trailer full of Bibles near the Global Vision Church near Mount Juliet. News 2's Nikki McGee has more from the pastor.
Now, if Global Vision Church sounds familiar to you, that's because that is the church of Pastor Greg Locke. We've played many a video from Greg Locke here on this show, including him destroying what was apparently not a Barbie house and had nothing to do with a Barbie movie. I was wrong in the video, one of my most viewed videos on YouTube. This motherfucker taking a bat with a Bible wrapped around it, destroying some kind of playhouse, a doll playhouse. I will put money on it. I bet he set the fire himself.
And also asks whether this could have been in retaliation to the church burning books.
I think the fact that they chose to do that on Easter, the Bible, was very in your face.
Pastor Greg Locke with Global Vision Bible Church says he feels targeted. Sunday morning, he recounts surveillance footage showing a trailer full of Bibles. He estimates roughly 200 being driven to the intersection in front of his church, doused with gasoline and lit on fire. His security team would not share the video with us, saying they didn't want to compromise the investigation.
I think they knew that we were going to have an extra barrage of people that were going to be here visiting from all over the country, and so, it blocked the main entrance to the church. And so it was unfortunate. We get a lot of pushback, we get a lot of hate for some of our religious and political stands, but to see, the Bible disrespected that way was a little unfortunate.
And perhaps
this motherfucker is one of the biggest media hounds there is. He loves attention. Attention whore. That's exactly what Pastor Greg Locke is. That's why I believe he probably did it himself.
not just disrespect. The Wilson County Sheriff's Office tells News 2 they're looking into whether this was a hate crime. That will depend on if they find that this was a, quote, bias-motivated act. News 2 asked Pastor Locke about
I'll put money on it
at the church, including Harry Potter books, and if he thinks that could have played a role.
State law of Tennessee says that a church that would deem something occultic, they're able to, burn it. And so people hear book burning. Books were...
There's a state law that says you're allowed to burn Harry Potter if you deem it part of the occult. That's wild. But it's a hate crime if you burn a bunch of Bibles in front of their church.
The minimal amount of what we burned. It was Ouija boards, it was charms and statues and amulets and all type of things that people wanted to separate from, that they would see as to be witchcraft in their life. And those books would have been involved in that.
Locke says his church has held roughly 4 of these events, mostly around Halloween. However, he says he doesn't think it justifies burning Bibles.
People, they threaten us on a regular basis, and Satanists and people that claim to be witches and warlocks, satanic Bibles in our church. And so I don't know if it was some type of retaliation. I just think it was unfortunate, especially on Resurrection Sunday.
In Wilson County, Nikki McGee, News 2.
Well, Locke also does tell News 2 that FBI responded Sunday morning as part of the investigation. However, the FBI cannot confirm or deny their involvement.
Should I call the sheriff's office and be like, have you looked into Greg Locke? 615. Wilson County Sheriff's Office.
For the criminal investigations analyst, press 1. For the evidence technician, press 2. For narcotics, press 3.
I love some
To
narcotics.
dial a detective directly, press pound to enter by last name. If you're calling for another department, press 9 to return to the main menu.
Hi, you've reached Misty Christensen. I'm either on the phone or away from my desk. Leave me your name, number, and a brief message, and I'll get back to you. If you need to file a report, call 615-444-1412 and press option 0 for dispatch.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Hey, Misty, my name is JustinFREAKIN, and I was calling in regards to the Bible burning out in front of Pastor Greg Locke's church. Have you guys looked into Greg Locke? I would put money that attention whore actually burnt those Bibles in front of his own church. That would be the first place that is the most logical conclusion. Now, can you transfer me to the narcotics department? I would like to place an order. They probably have the best drugs. You have no clue. I did news for years, right? So like they one time they took me into, this was I was at the Attorney General's office. And they took me into a room and showed me like wall to wall fucking drugs. And I'm like, can I have some? Can I have some? It's like the best drug. Yeah, they probably got a lot of stomped on drugs too. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. You're right. The sheriff's office probably has the shitty drugs. I was at the attorney general's office. They had like a fucking drug task force. They had the good shit.